is Liz Joy Oakley, and it is an absolute pleasure to teach you tonight. If you haven't taken this class before, guys, just a few props that you will need to get the most out of this practice. Grab yourselves a couple of pillows from your bed is perfect, or if you have a bolster at home, also great. And just a blanket as well for this evening. We tend to lose a little bit of core body temperature when we come to the meditation, so it's nice to have something to snuggle up in as it's getting a little bit colder. If anyone has any injuries, guys, just pop those in the chat channel. And if you'd like to use my playlist, there's a link to my Spotify playlist called Self-Care Yoga in the chat channel as well. Otherwise, guys, let's get ready for our Self-Care Yoga Nidra practice this evening. So we'll begin just by coming to a comfortable seat in the middle of your mat. Bringing the hands onto the knees, palms facing up, bowing the head, and closing the eyes. And just beginning to slow down from whatever has happened throughout your day. Just taking a few deep breaths into the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing into your nose and out through your mouth. And taking one more deep breath in, guys. And one more long exhale. And keeping the eyes closed. Just bringing your hands over your heart to begin. And this evening I'm going to invite everyone to practice in Bhakti Yoga, which is the yoga of devotion. You might like to dedicate your practice to someone, maybe someone who needs some good energy, some good thoughts this evening. Alternatively, you can dedicate your practice to yourself if you need some good thoughts and some good energy tonight. Maybe dedicating your practice to your self-care. Whatever resonates. Just taking a moment to set that intention. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. And blinking the eyes open. Bringing the arms alongside you, keeping a long spine, inhaling just to reach the arms up above the head. Hi guys, I'm sorry, I think I lost connection for a moment now. So bringing the hands onto the ankles, we're going to roll over the knees and just come into a tabletop position from wherever you are now. So wrists stacking under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And begin to just gently move from cat to cow as you breathe. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back, relax the belly and lift the heart. As you exhale, reverse that movement, curving the spine up towards the ceiling. Keep the head relaxed, looking down. Inhale, roll the body open, look up. Exhale, curl the spine up, bow the head, chin to chest. Lovely, guys. So just moving as you breathe. Inhale, roll the body open. Exhale, curve the spine up, bow the head. Just moving through a few more in your own time, moving with your breath. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, reversing. Nice, guys. Continue to move from cat to cow. And if you are new to this practice tonight, guys, we'll move through about 20 more minutes of just a very gentle grounding practice before we come to our Yoga Nidra meditation. So a little bit of slow, gentle flow before we come to meditation to help prepare us. Come to a flat back when you're ready. Tuck the toes under, sit back towards your heels and begin to just slowly lift up to a downward facing dog. And you can begin by just pedaling out the feet, feet open to hip width, head and neck relaxed, breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Breathing into the nose out through the nose. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And slowly begin to just walk the feet forwards, guys. So we're going to take the feet to the backs of your wrists and come into a fold. Catching the elbows in the hands, relaxing your head. Maybe keeping a little bend at the knees at this point, but letting the head go. So the crown of the head is facing down towards your floor, your mat. And take 3 breaths, guys. Just letting the arms feel heavy. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more breath. One more exhale. And drop the hands down towards your feet. Slowly begin to unravel, uncurling, unwinding, all the way up the spine until you come up to standing in Tadasana in our mountain pose. So bringing the feet together, spreading down through the fingertips, lifting up through the crown of the head. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in this pose. Breathing into the nose, sighing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, growing tall. Out through the mouth, letting go of any tension from the day. And taking one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. Open the eyes if they're closed. Bring the hands to heart center. And on your next inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, just to slowly bring the hands past your heart and down onto the mat. We're going to step the feet back. Shift the shoulders over the wrists and just lower down onto the belly. Hugging the elbows into the ribs. Pressing down into the palms and just lifting to a point that feels good for your lower back. So remembering we're practicing with self-care at the center of this practice. So really feeling into the body, feeling into the lower back. If that feels a little bit high, you can lower down. Breathing into the belly and out through the nose. Press down into the hands, roll up onto the knees, tuck the toes and lift the tailbone back up to your downward facing dog, guys. Feet open to hip width. Lift up through the tailbone, gently pressing down through the heels. We're going to take the left leg up. So bring the left leg just about as high as your hips. And as you inhale, take the left knee forwards, step the left foot down between the hands and soften down onto that back leg. Nice. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, let the first finger and thumb release and gently draw back. So coming to wherever feels right for your back, guys. You can be up straight, you can be a little bit further back. Keeping the tops of the arms alongside the ears and breathing into the belly. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring the hands past the heart and twist to the left-hand side. So right elbow connects to the outside of the left knee. Just gently twisting. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Take one last breath, guys. One last exhale. And slowly, just bring the hands back to heart center. Place the hands either side of that front foot. Tuck the toes under and step your left foot back just to our downward facing dog. And you might like to pedal out the feet again if the legs are feeling a little bit stiff after the day. And when you're ready, shift the weight into the left foot. Inhale, take the right leg up to hip height. And exhale, step the right foot through and down between the hands. Soften onto the left knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the arms, look up. Interlace the fingers, let your first finger and thumb release, and then gently draw back to a point that feels comfortable for your lower back, guys. So instead of dumping into the back, keep lifting through the heart. Breathe in, out through the nose. Breathe in, out through the nose, last breath. And exhale, twisting to the right hand side. Bring the hands together in prayer. Gently press the palms together and look over your right shoulder, guys. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. One more breath. One more exhale. Bring hands back to heart center. Place the hands either side of the right foot. This time we're going to tuck the toes under. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. And bend the knees, sweep the arms up to chair pose. So you're sitting back into your chair, tucking your tailbone under so the navel draws in. 3 breaths here, guys. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Last exhale. Bend the knees, take the arms back. Either interlace the fingers or catch the elbows in the hands and come into a fold. You can soften the knees if you need to, guys, whatever feels best for you tonight. Relax the head. Breathe into the nose and out through the nose. Breathe into the nose and out through the nose. One more breath. One more exhale. Release the arms down either side of the feet. Step the feet back to downward dog. We're going to come into a pigeon pose from here, guys. That can be a really nice releasing pose for the end of the day. Shift the weight into the right foot. Inhale, take the left leg up. And exhale, swing that left leg forwards. Take the left knee to the back of the left wrist and slide your right leg away from you. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lifting the heart. And as you exhale, slowly begin to make your way down. And of course you can adjust in this pose, guys, to make sure it suits what you need this evening. To go deeper, you can draw your front foot closer to the front edge of your mat, so your hips are squared forwards. To make it a little bit more gentle if the hips are sensitive tonight, bend that back leg in and then come down into a fold. So you can either stay on the forearms, you can interlace the hands and make a little cradle for the heads, or you can extend the arms out in front of you and bring your chest down towards the mat. Relax your shoulders, whichever option you've taken, guys. And bring your focus just back to your breathing. And we're going to stay here for a moment or two in our pigeon pose. So coming back to your dedication for your practice, your bhakti, devotion. And tonight that might be for somebody else. It might be for yourself. And bhakti is often referred to as the yoga of love, or the yoga of devotion or love. And it was funny, when I was planning our class for this evening, I thought to myself, oh, we need to practice in bhakti tonight. And then I went to find my notes from a workshop I'd run, and I have about 15 notebooks full of notes and pages. And this was the first page that I turned to in the first book I pulled out of my bookshelf. So we clearly need to be practicing in bhakti tonight, guys. So bringing that person that you're dedicating your energy to right now, or yourself, into your heart. And sending out some love, some kindness, some compassion as you breathe. We're going to take just 3 more breaths in to this side of our pigeon, breathing into the nose, out through the nose, breathing into the nose, out through the nose. Take 1 more breath and 1 more exhale. And slowly bring the hands just under your shoulders, tuck the back toes under. Step back into your downward dog. And take the right leg up just to hip height. And slowly take that right knee forwards to the back of your right wrist. Just set yourself up on the opposite side, guys. And remember, one side might be a little bit more open than the other, or a little bit more sensitive. So do take care in setting yourself up for this side, remembering it might not match exactly the left. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lifting the heart. And as you exhale, come down into your pigeon pose on the right. Remembering, if this feels a little bit much, you can tip the weight onto the right hand side and just bring that left knee a little bit closer towards you. Closing the eyes, relaxing the shoulders, and just bringing your full awareness back to your breathing. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Seeing if you can soften any more into the posture with each exhalation. Continuing to breathe into the nose and out through the nose. Preparing to take our final 3 breaths when you're ready. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Taking one more deep breath in and one more deep breath out. Slowly lifting the hands, bringing your hands under your shoulders. Inhale to roll the body open, looking up. And exhale, just letting the breath go. To come out, we're going to tip onto the right hand side and just swing the back leg forwards. We're going to use our cushions for the next few poses to come into a few supported postures as we start to slow the practice down, preparing for our Yoga Nidra meditation. So grab your cushions or your bolster, guys, if you're lucky enough to have one at home. And bring the feet out in front of you. And we're going to open the knees quite wide tonight. So rather than having the heels quite close in towards the hips, send the heels quite far away from you. So you have like a diamond shape with the knees. And then you can pop your bolsters on top of the legs. You can come in unsupported, of course, if you'd like. But for tonight, I'd suggest trying a supported variation. Bring the arms up, take an inhale. As you exhale, reach up and then hinge very gently from your hips to fold. You can use your pillows to relax your head. You might like to bring in a blanket as well to make a little rest for your forehead. If you would like to go deeper, however, guys, just move the pillows away and come to just relax over the legs. I'll give you a slightly deeper extension through your spines. Keep breathing as you fold, keeping the head relaxed or supported. Breathing into your nose and out through your nose. Breathing into your nose and out through your nose. Keeping that bhakti devotion just in the center of your heart as you breathe. And if your mind becomes distracted, guide the awareness back into your heart space. Keep connecting back to that devotion for your practice tonight. And we'll take Just one final deep breath in here. And one final deep breath out. Slide the hands in towards you and lift the heads. Bring the hands to the outside edges of the knees, guys. We're going to draw the knees together. And we're going to use cushions for this. So I would suggest using 2 pillows for this next posture if you don't have a bolster. So we're going to turn the pillows away so that they become almost like a second spine facing away from you. Use your blanket as well to make a little resting point for the head or the neck. Let the legs just extend out long, so legs are straight. Draw your cushions to the base of your back. And we're going to take a breath in to lengthen up tall. And as you exhale, just slowly begin to let yourself relax back onto the cushions. And you can use your blanket, maybe underneath the neck to give you a little bit of support. Roll the shoulders away from you. And you can either just let the arms come out to the side if you have space, or you can just interlace the hands and rest the palms on the lower belly. Closing the eyes. And breathing into the pose. Breathing into the nose. And out through the nose. Breathing into the nose. And out through the nose. Breathing in. And breathing out. And as you settle into this supported posture, I invite you to bring your awareness down to your lower belly, to the lower abdomen. And we'll practice a little bit of diaphragmatic breathing to help relax, in readiness for meditation. So bringing your focus to the lower belly, maybe the hands are resting there, or maybe you bring them now to rest at the lower belly. And start to breathe into the palms. So start to really allow your lower belly to fill as you inhale and to empty as you exhale. Rising as you inhale, falling as you exhale. And just continuing to breathe in that way, deeply down into the lower belly and out through the nose. Deeply down into the lower belly and out through the nose. And taking 3 final breaths in this supported posture, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and taking one last breath, one last exhale, and slowly blinking your eyes open, bringing the hands down next to the hips, stepping the feet in, bringing chin to chest and just rolling yourself back up onto your sitting bones, guys. I'm going to come into one last supported pose before we come down onto our mats to prepare for our yoga nidra practice. So take your cushions or your bolster across the mat the opposite way, and you might like one pillow for this, you might like 2. This is a really nice heart opening posture. You can take your blanket, maybe roll it up and just pop it behind for your head. And for this pose, I invite you to bring the soles of the feet together and draw the heels as close to your body as feels okay for the hips. So making sure it's not too deep and uncomfortable, but so you're feeling a nice opening sensation. Bring the hands down behind you, inhale, lengthen up. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly just release down towards the ground, supporting the head with cushions if you need to, cushions or a blanket. And adjust as much as you need to in this pose, guys. Your chest should be lifted, your back should be supported, your head can come down to the mat or can rest on a blanket or cushion. Relax the shoulders and bring the hands onto the rib cage. And we're going to do a little bit more focused breathing here. So making any last little adjustments or movements you need to make, hands just resting on the rib cage, cradling the ribs. Start to breathe down into your lower belly again. And as you inhale, see if you can feel your ribs expand as well. So breathing down to the belly and then expanding that breath out into the ribs. And then exhaling. Breathing down into the belly, feeling the rib cage expand as well, and out through the nose. Breathing down into the belly, feeling the ribs expand, and out through the nose. And taking 3 final breaths like this, guys. Breathing down into the lower belly, up into the ribs, and out through the nose. Breathing down into the belly, ribs expand, and out through the nose. And taking your last deep breath down to the belly, ribs expand, and out through the nose. Blinking the eyes open, drawing the knees together, and just walking the feet open to about hip width, guys. From this pose, I suggest bringing the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers, bringing your thumbs to your neck, and when you breathe in, slowly lifting yourself up to come out safely with the neck. Good, well done, guys. So we're going to come to lay flat now, so pop your cushions to the side. You might like to come back to them for your yoga nidra, so keep them handy. And bring yourself onto your back, so slowly just rolling down the spine, drawing the knees in, hugging the arms around the legs, and taking a little rock from side to side. We'll finish with a twist this evening. I always feel like this section of the class is unravelling stress and tension from the day before we relax and really settle into our meditation. So twists can be really great for detoxifying and unravelling. Draw the left knee in and take the right leg up. Keep the back flat, head heavy. And when you're ready, you can take that right leg down towards the ground. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. And use your right hand to guide the left knee across the body and down towards the ground. Take your left arm either behind you or out to the side, and we're going to turn the head to look over the left shoulder. If your left knee is floating around in mid-air like mine is, I would suggest tucking that right knee underneath so that the legs stack. Look over the left shoulder, guys, and close the eyes. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Taking one more breath. One more exhale. And slowly just roll the head back to center. Let the legs follow. And we're going to swap the legs over. So draw the right knee in, straighten your left leg long. And when you're ready, you can just lay your left leg long on the mat, drawing the right knee in towards your chest and taking the right knee across the body with the left hand to find your twist. Extending the right arm out, or maybe behind you, whatever feels best for your shoulder. Turning to look away from the legs and breathing deeply into the nose, out through the nose. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose. Take one last breath. One last exhale. And slowly, just turn your hands back to center. Roll back onto your spine. Draw the knees in towards you. Hug the arms around the legs. And you can either just rock from side to side gently with the knees towards the chest. Or you can draw the knees towards the shoulders, extend the arms up, and take the outside edges of the feet in the hands for happy baby. If your head is lifted up off the ground, guys, just drop it back. Relax the head. And take a few little rocks from side to side. Coming back to center. And taking the legs up, lifting up through the heels, just dropping the arms down alongside you. Pressing down into the back. You can bend the knees and just let the legs drop down, or you can lower the legs straight if you would prefer. Bringing the legs down onto the mat. And coming into our final pose for our practice this evening, coming into Shavasana. And we'll be here for the next half an hour, guys, 25 minutes. So make sure that you are comfortable. You can pop your cushions underneath the knees or underneath the feet if you'd like to gently elevate the legs. I would suggest covering yourself with a blanket or a big jumper to make sure you're warm enough. Your core body temperature will drop a little bit throughout our meditation. So making sure that you're comfortable, cozy, and warm enough. And we'll move on to our Yoga Nidra practice, guys. So as you're getting yourself settled and finding stillness for this practice, I'll tell you a little bit about the meditation that we're going to do together tonight. So Yoga Nidra as a practice has incredible benefits. It can help improve your sleep, it can reduce stress and anxiety in the body. It's also been suggested that it can really help with mental health problems like depression and anxiety as well, as it really helps to help you connect to how you're feeling, to become more present in yourself and your body, and it helps to activate the relaxation response in our nervous system. So really soothing practice. And for our Yoga Nidra tonight, I invite you to come back to this idea of bhakti, of devotional yoga. But I invite you to dedicate this meditation to yourself as a practice of self-care. So with your eyes closed, maybe turning off the lights or just coming to a place of stillness now that you can relax in completely. I invite you to just set an intention to dedicate the next 25 minutes of our practice together to you, to looking after yourself, your mind, your body and your spirit. And taking a deep breath in and a long sigh out. Taking a deep breath in just to help to relax the body, and a long sigh out. And taking one more deep breath in and a long sigh. Bringing your awareness first to the expression on the face. And we'll begin to slowly travel down the physical body, relaxing every muscle, every cell and every bone as we turn our awareness inwards for this practice. If you notice your awareness wandering at any point, just guide the focus back to my breath, to my voice, to your breath. So beginning to relax the expression on your face, softening the forehead and the brow. Relaxing the temples. Relaxing the cheeks, the jaw, the lips. Beginning to just breathe at an effortless pace, in and out of your nose. Imagining that you are switching on an inner light that we'll use to explore the physical body. Starting to just shine that inner light of awareness at the top of your left shoulder. And starting to slowly just follow that inner light as it travels to your left elbow. Relaxing every muscle, every bone and every cell in the upper arm. Relaxing from the left elbow down to the left wrist. From the left wrist, following that bright inner light as it guides you across the palm to the tips of the fingers on your left hand. Allowing your left arm to feel heavy, to feel held, supported, and weightless now as you let it go. Following that white, bright light of inner awareness, inner focus, as it glides over to the top of your right shoulder, following it down to the right elbow, relaxing the upper arm, every muscle, every bone, and every cell. And following that bright inner light as it guides your focus from the right elbow down to the right wrist, and from the right wrist it guides you to the tips of the fingers, allowing the right arm to feel heavy now, relaxed and held by the earth that supports you. Letting your right arm feel weightless as you let it go from your consciousness. Continuing to breathe at a comfortable, gentle pace. If any distractions or thoughts have tempted your awareness away, Just guiding your focus back to my voice. Following that inner light to the center of the chest now. Coming back to the heart. I'm beginning to slowly scan down from the center of the chest to the lower belly. Just inviting the front body to rest into stillness, allowing only the lower abdomen to continue to move. Just gently rising on the inhale and gently falling on the exhale. And just spending a moment connecting to the breath, connecting to the lower belly as it rises, as you breathe in, as it falls on your exhale. Following that bright inner light to the back of your neck, and slowly allow it to guide you down the spine, moving vertebrae by vertebrae until you come to the very base of the back body. Relaxing the upper back, relaxing the middle back, and relaxing the lower back, allowing the back to become heavy as it releases down into the earth. And allowing the back body to feel weightless now as you let it go. Continuing to breathe just gently in and out of your nose. Noticing any sensations in the upper body, any corners of tightness or resistance. If you notice any spaces, take a deep breath directed to that corner of the body. And as you exhale, let it go. And gathering up your inner awareness again. And bringing it to the top of your left hip. And slowly beginning to scan down to the left knee, relaxing the upper leg, allowing every muscle, every bone, and every cell to feel heavy, to relax completely, to be held. Following that inner, bright, shining light as it guides you from the left knee down to your left ankle, and from the left ankle to the tops of the toes, allowing the front of your left leg to relax completely, noticing any sensations that arise, and letting them go. Following your inner light as it travels from the sole of your left foot, gliding over the left ankle, traveling slowly the back of your left leg. Allowing the left leg to feel heavy. Allowing the left leg to feel held and supported, cradled lovingly by the earth beneath you. Allowing it to feel weightless now as you let it go. Continuing to breathe in and out of your nose. Just finding a gentle, fluid rhythm with your breathing. Gathering up your awareness once more. And bringing it to the top of your right hip as we slowly travel from the right hip to the right knee, relaxing the top of your right leg. Every muscle, every bone, and every cell softening. Slowly following that inner bright light as it guides you further down the right leg, from the right knee, just slowly traveling down the right ankle, across the top of the right foot, guiding you to the tops of the toes, allowing the front of your right leg to relax completely. Noticing any sensations and letting them go as you exhale. Continuing to follow that inner light as it lovingly invites you to follow it over the sole of your right foot, gliding over the right ankle, the right heel, and across the back of your right leg. Allowing that right leg to relax completely now. Allowing the right leg to feel heavy and to feel supported by the earth beneath you. And slowly Travelling back up the entirety of your body, from the soles of your feet, travelling up the legs, relaxing the legs completely, allowing them to melt into stillness. Travelling up the torso, allowing the back to soften into the earth. Travelling from the shoulders to the fingertips, letting the limbs become weightless. And finally, bringing awareness back to the expression on your face. Allowing everything to soften. Allowing everything to become still. Finally bringing your focus and guiding it just back to rest with the breath. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. And as you continue to breathe, allowing yourself to slip effortlessly into a deeper state of relaxation with every breath. And for the final few moments of our practice together, just knowing there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do, you are exactly where you need to be. Allowing yourself to simply rest. Keeping your eyes closed. Keeping the body still. Just bringing awareness back to the breathing and taking a few deeper, longer breaths, sighing on your exhalation. And beginning to just slowly bring movement into the fingers and toes first. Just allowing yourself to wake up from our yogic sleep gently. And in your own time, guys, you can just roll over onto one side and come into a fetal pose. I'd like to finish our practice with a reading as you slowly wake up. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight that you so patiently bear on your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you, and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience, and breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. And just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, fully alive. Just for now. And in your own time, guys, no rush at all. Just making your way back to a comfortable cross-legged seat in the middle of your mat. Bringing the hands onto your heart, bowing the head. And let's take the last moment to just connect back to your bhakti devotion and send some loving thoughts, some loving kindness, some loving energy out to someone, perhaps somewhere in the world, or perhaps to you. And let's take 3 last deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth, breathing into the nose, out through the mouth, and taking one last cleansing inhale, and a last cleansing exhale. And in your own time, guys, just bringing the hands down onto the knees, palms facing up, slowly lifting the head, blinking the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, everyone, for our MoreMind practice. I hope that you enjoyed the flow and the yoga nidra this evening. Make sure to drink lots of water after that meditation practice, because we did quite a lot of deep breathing practices as well. And please do say goodbye before you head off. It's always lovely to know who's practicing, so that we can stay connected. And I hope to see you again next week for our next MoreMind Yoga Nidra practice. I'm just going to hop on over to my laptop in case anyone has any questions. Feel free to let me know, guys. I'll be online for the next few moments. Otherwise, have a wonderful sleep and a lovely rest of your evening. Oh, thank you, Pauline. Lovely to hear from you. And any questions, guys, do let me know. You can see in the class description here, but Yoga Nidra, oh no, it's a different class description, that's why. So Yoga Nidra has lots of benefits though. It can help to relax the nervous system, improve symptoms of anxiety, depression, stress in the body as well. And it's also a mindful practice that can help you feel more connected to yourself. So lots of benefits, guys. Cool. And if you did fall asleep, don't worry. That can be one of the side effects as well. But it should help you to have a deeper sleep tonight after the class. I will say good night, my loves, but if anyone does have any questions or anything does crop up, you can always connect with me online as well. My Instagram is just 𝗔𝗯cie𝗂𝗁, and I would love to stay connected in any way that we can. Good night, my loves. Sleep well. Sending well wishes for the week ahead.